Good morning. It's a beautiful public holiday in Germany, and I just took my time to get a quick video out there. Um, yeah, I just want to name this video a little bit different than the rest of my recording. Um, this time it's about health issues that I did have uh, many years ago. So many things came together, mostly due to me not having self-care and self-love. And bottom line is, I just want you to understand that, in my opinion, it's just an opinion. It's not a medical advice. The disclaimer, right? Not a medical advice. I'm not a doctor. I'm not work. I do not work in a medical field. I'm just talking about my own experiences. So I did have. So it's in my past. I did have fibromyalgia. It's a illness that the source of the occurrence, nobody really knows about, and it's really hard to diagnose. What happens is your entire body gets stiff, right? So it gets stiff. So especially in the morning when you have a long rest of your body and you wake up, and then it's really hard to move. Yeah, so with this stiffness, it takes a huge amount of time to get out of bed, to get the routine running. But once you're like in the day and moving, your body adapts to it, and the stiffness does not completely fade away, but it diminishes. Yeah, so with the movement of the body. So what happened to me is that I went to multiple doctors, consulted specialists. I think I counted 7. And of course, I spent a huge amount of money because with the self-care system in Germany, not every treatment is covered by health insurance. So I spent a huge amount of money, thousands of euros, to get extra treatment, right? So of course the treatment I received was good for that moment, but it didn't eliminate the source of the illness. Yeah. So bottom line is, I come from the banking industry. I'm a very logical person. I'm a analytical person, and so therefore I didn't really care about any other existing method to help me get out of this disease. So at some point, of course, you kind of, it eats you up inside out. It's not just a physical thing, but it's also like psychologically, it gets a huge amount of your mental and emotional well-being, right? I just left my hair. And so what happened is, of course, at some point, I'm a very, how do you call that, determined person when it comes to my goals and challenges. I too do take challenges as something that I could use as a stepping stone. And my mindset was like this, have been like this, like always, since I can remember back to my childhood even. So anyhow, of course I didn't accept the way I was seeing my physical body. But it really put a toll on my mental and emotional well-being as well, of course. And bottom line is, I took a chance on something I at that time called an accident, like an accidental happening, a situation. But now I do not believe in accidents. I think it was my destiny to get a chance to see to meet Dr. Bradley Nelson in Spain, in Madrid. It was within just 2 days. I met my current best guy friend, at that time a stranger to me, like I think 8 years back, um, on social media, and he is a very spiritual person, and someone that knows lots of about quantum physics, and is a very intelligent and intellectual person. So we had a long talk over social media, and he was like, "Okay, so listen, I'm gonna travel to Madrid. What if you give this a chance?" At that time, money wasn't an issue for me, so yeah, I purchased a plane ticket. I made a reservation at the hotel that Dr. Bradley Nelson uh, was planning the seminar, the workshop for a full long weekend. And yeah, make a long story short, it definitely wasn't an accident. So this room, this hotel room was full of possibly 200 people. And he wanted to put an example out there. So he called in several people on stage to show his method, which is the emotion code. By the way, in the meantime, I got certified in emotion code. And so, you know, my now current best guy friend, at that time a stranger to me, Andre, was sitting next to me. So whenever he asked who is willing to come on stage so we can work on the issues, of course, I mean, at that time I was just there very skeptical, and leaned back and just want to watch the scene, observe a little bit, but that's it. I didn't really take part of the workshop. But yeah, Andre was sitting next to me, and he was like pointing at me, but I didn't see it because he was doing it like in the back of my my head, and he was pointing like from above, right? So and then Dr. Bradley Nelson just looked at me straight into my eyes, and he was like, "Okay, so it's you." So I walked up the stage, and I felt a little bit. I mean, of course you're shy. It's like 200 people behind you, watching your back, watching each of your steps, and so I will have to pretend that something works on me that hasn't been working like for years with so many doctors, right? I don't say I got like healed completely, but there was this chronic pain I did have, and well, there was just I think one trapped emotion. So this technique baseline is that the entire physical body is ruled by emotions. Like, for example, thoughts create emotions. Actions and reactions of others create emotions within you. Circumstances around you create emotions, right? And some of them are not so great. Okay, so if they are not handled in a way to receive healing, then they get trapped in the body. And the more you accumulate those kind of negative emotions within your body, the body's chemical alignment changes and creates some sort of physical unwell-being. Yeah. And this might lead to illnesses and sicknesses and whatnot. So anyhow, so this was my entrance to that kind of technique in within quantum physics, because I've actually self-studied a lot about quantum physics, and there is so much more into it than just, realigning the chemical body with releasing trapped emotions. Anyhow, so my journey started there. I do not want to really record a long video, because it should be a sequence of videos, right? So as I said, and maybe you remember, I come from the banking industry. It's not who I am, but it's what I like doing and what I have been doing, and I'm a very logical mind. But then again, we all are emotional beings, right? And spirits, we do, all of us, each one of us have spirits. So if you neglect one or the other, your emotional well-being, your mental well-being, your physical well-being, well, in this triangle, if there is an inequality of nourishment, then at some point you will know, or you will notice something, yeah. And most of the time it's not a good thing that you notice, no. So what I did was, to break it down, I never gave up on me, ever. So it's not about people having my back. Nobody had my back. I have my back. Yeah? And it even doesn't matter if people have your back, you gotta have your back. So I never gave up on me. First. Second, I always believe in God. And God led my way to go to Madrid, to fly to Madrid, to meet Andre, to meet Dr. Brittany Nelson, and open that door for me. So never give up on yourself. Trust in God, or whatever you call it, source, universe, energy, whatever. For me it's God, it's Allah, yeah. And change for the better. It's not about, of course, if you do not give up on yourself, you might think, okay, I'm good the way I am, and I want to stay that way, I'm happy with who I am, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, it does not matter where you look around, whether it's with concrete or with nature or with anything in life. Yeah, just look around. Everything is doomed to change. And change is never a bad thing. I mean, over the past years, I have come across many other, let's call them teachers, like Dr. Joe Dispenza. One of his best-selling books is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Bottom line is, of all these things, questioning yourself is unconditioning yourself. So all the conditioning that you have received from childhood, from school, from university, from any kind of educational system, from society, from friend circle, blah, blah. So of course some conditioning is relevant for you, but you will have to pick them consciously, on a conscious level. So change is a good thing, but better change to better yourself. So bottom line is, I received, at that time, I believe doctors, and I was devastated to receive the diagnosis that this disease is not curable. There is no cure for this disease, and that I might be living with this for the rest of my life, always in pain. Again, Disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. But I am the living proof that I do not have to live in pain. I'm completely healed. I do not have the symptoms of fibromyalgia. And I have overcome it not with the help of doctors, but with the help of myself. Yeah. So fix your emotional state of mind. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that most people who suffer from any illnesses and diseases are not in a, like, let's say in great jobs, in loving families, loving friend circles, incredibly abundant lifestyle. No. Most of the time there is there's something wrong, and you got to figure out what is wrong. Yeah, you got to do the work mentally, emotionally, and then also physically. If you have lived a life in not moving around at all, yeah, not giving your body what it needs to not just exist and survive, but to shine, to feel good in your temple, then there's no reason why you should really complain about it. So mediocre movement, cleaning up your mental and emotional state of mind, mental state, emotional well-being, and cleaning up any mess in your life. Like, let's say if you have a friend circle that doesn't make you happy, move on. You will never be able to change anybody. Move on. Yeah, if you feel that something is off with a particular person, move on. Yeah, so there's something better waiting for you. You changed, and they possibly failed to change in the same direction, so you're moving in different differing directions, so just move on. Yeah, if you are stuck in a business, in a job that makes you unhappy, move on. I'm not saying quit your job like immediately, no way. Just plan something different for you. Figure out what you want, and figure out how to get there, and plan each step ahead to change jobs, to change the business that you're involved in. So bottom line is, take care of yourself. It's about self-love, it's about self-care, it's about seeking out your soul tribe and being with people that make you happy. So this is it. I'm going to speak about an accident that I suffered 9 years ago. This is a different kind of thing, but I do believe that these things happen in your life once something has gone really, really wrong for a very long time, and you are forced by outside circumstances to change something about it. And I mean, at that time, of course, I was cussing, and I was really feeling so bad about myself, and I was devastated, and I was depressed, and I was frustrated. But now when I look back, I couldn't be more blessed. Yeah, I see all these things that happened to me as blessings in disguise, and they got disguised to me today. I mean, not literally today, but after a little bit later, after that occurrence. Okay, 20 minutes, that's about it. I got a mountain bike trip to do, and the sun is out, and I'm really happy to seize the day. And bye for now.